The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Friday, June 27th, 2025. Luna on the run. Sheila's warning and Brooke's heartbreak as the summer heat rises. So does the tension on The Bold and the Beautiful. Friday's episode, airing June 27th, 2025, promises to ignite a series of explosive moments that will reshape the canvas of CBS's beloved daytime drama. With Luna Nozawa on the run, Sheila Carter making ominous warnings, and Brooke Logan facing a brutal emotional reckoning, fans are in for a relentless ride of drama, betrayal, and heartbreak. Let's dive straight into what's about to unfold. No fluff, no filler, just the drama. Luna Nozawa on the run. The biggest shocker leading into Friday's episode is Luna's sudden and desperate escape. After weeks of secrets, accusations, and suspicious behavior, Luna has been pushed into a corner, literally. The authorities are tightening their net, and it's clear the young Nozawa woman feels she has no choice left. She bolts. It's not just fear or guilt driving her, it's something deeper. Self-preservation, and maybe even vengeance. Luna isn't just a scared girl with something to hide. She's a young woman who's been underestimated, manipulated, and cornered. And now she's running for her life. But why exactly is Luna fleeing? Though Luna made an alarming statement about removing Steffi Forrester Finnegan, she never explicitly said she would kill her. Still, that implication is enough to throw up red flags, especially in a town where drama often turns deadly. The LAPD might not have airtight evidence to charge her with attempted murder, but in the world of The Bold and the Beautiful, suspicion is often enough to set off a manhunt. Finn and Steffi are not sitting this one out. With their safety threatened, they are laser-focused on tracking down Luna and making sure she can't hurt anyone or herself. Finn, ever the protector, is determined not just to safeguard his wife, but to understand what drove Luna to this point. Steffi, meanwhile, is done with giving people the benefit of the doubt. She wants Luna caught and dealt with fast. As the police close in, questions swirl around what Luna might be carrying with her. Before Will Spencer entered the scene, Luna had hidden a gun. Where is it now? Did she take it with her when she fled? Is it planted somewhere else? Or worse, did someone else find it and set up a far more dangerous game? That firearm is a ticking time bomb, and its reappearance could either prove Luna's innocence or destroy her completely. Sheila Carter, the Queen of Chaos, returns with a warning. Meanwhile, Sheila Carter is back in action, doing what she does best, weaving chaos with a smirk. Though technically reformed, or at least pretending to be, Sheila senses the storm brewing. She knows Luna is on the run, and her instincts tell her this isn't just about a girl losing control. There's something more going on here, and Sheila's not wrong. She warns Deacon Sharp, her ever-loyal yet always reluctant partner in crime/love, that the Spencer family can't be trusted. They betray. It's in their DNA, she says bluntly, her voice low and deliberate. For Sheila, history isn't just a story, it's a pattern. And she sees that pattern repeating itself now, especially through the erratic behavior of Will Spencer, whose sudden pivot has raised more than a few eyebrows. Sheila's warning doesn't fall on deaf ears. Deacon may be trying to stay out of the drama, but he knows better than to ignore Sheila when she's in this mood. When Sheila starts connecting the dots, people usually end up hurt, or worse. She reminds Luna to be careful, to trust no one, and to watch her back. But it's unclear if Luna's in any position to take advice, especially from someone with a track record as bloody and checkered as Sheila's. Still, the fact that Sheila is even inserting herself into Luna's business hints at something bigger. Maybe she knows more than she's letting on. Maybe she's pulling strings behind the scenes. Or maybe, for once, she's trying to stop the damage before it goes too far. But knowing Sheila, that line between help and harm can blur in a heartbeat. Brooke Logan's brutal reality check, while Luna runs and Sheila schemes. Over at the Forrester mansion, an emotional earthquake is brewing. Brooke Logan, the eternal romantic, is about to be hit with a truth so painful it may finally break her for good. Ridge Forrester, the love of her life, the man she's fought for again and again, is done. It's not a whisper. It's not a rumor. It's fact. Ridge is engaged. To Taylor Hayes. The news came from none other than Nick Marone, whose return to the scene has stirred up a flurry of old memories and complicated emotions. He didn't mean to be the messenger of heartbreak, but there was no sugarcoating the truth. Ridge is back, and this time it's official. No more lingering what-ifs. No more second chances. Taylor proposed, and Ridge accepted. Friday's episode sees Ridge confronting Brooke directly. He's tired of the pleading, the reminiscing, the emotional yo-yoing. He needs Brooke to understand that this chapter of their story is closed. Permanently. For Brooke, it's a dagger to the heart. She's always believed that no matter what happened, no matter who came between them, she and Ridge would find their way back. But Ridge is firm. He's not looking back. He's not wavering. He's chosen Taylor. The emotional fallout is immediate. Brooke tries to hold it together, but the pain is overwhelming. The woman who has survived scandal after scandal now has to face something she never truly prepared for. The end of her and Ridge. Not a pause. Not a detour. The end. Nick, ever the soft-hearted rogue, steps in to offer support. Katie Logan and Hope Logan also rally around Brooke, both of them deeply worried about how she'll handle the rejection. Hope, already reeling from her own recent heartbreaks, sees in her mother a mirror of her own fears, being left behind, being replaced. Katie, too, is caught off guard. She's had her issues with Ridge, but she knows what he means to Brooke. She wonders aloud whether she should confront Nick about how the news was delivered. Did he enjoy telling Brooke? Was he trying to hurt her? Or was he just being honest? As Brooke grapples with her new reality, she's faced with a choice. Fall apart or rise up. And while her heart may be shattered, this is Brooke Logan. She's been here before. She's fought back from worse. But this time it feels different. More final. More devastating. Looking ahead, the next few episodes are shaping up to be relentless. Luna's flight will have consequences. The deeper story behind that gun and what Will Spencer really knows could explode at any moment. Sheila's involvement means danger is never far behind. And Brooke, for all her heartbreak, may not stay down for long. She might just find new strength in this fall, maybe even new love. But for now, her world has crumbled. The Logan sisters are circling their wagons. Ridge and Taylor are moving forward, though with Ridge, that can always change. Steffi and Finn are bracing for more chaos, knowing Luna's situation could spiral out of control. And in the shadows, Sheila watches. She always watches. Friday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful doesn't just set up next week, it detonates the status quo. Characters are forced to pick sides, confront truths, and brace for what comes next. And with Luna still out there, armed or not, every moment from here on could be the one where everything changes. Stay tuned. It's only going to get bolder. And far, far less beautiful. Rumors are swirling and fans are bracing themselves for what might be another major shakeup on The Bold and the Beautiful. While the spotlight has lately been on Jacqueline McInnes Wood's pregnancy, insiders are now whispering about a different potential exit, one that could see a legacy character walk away for good. All signs point toward Taylor Hayes possibly leaving Los Angeles, and this time, it may not be a short hiatus. This may be the end of an era. The drama ignites once again around the same triangle that has haunted BNB for decades, Ridge Forrester, Brooke Logan, and Taylor Hayes. Despite recent calm, the undercurrents of betrayal and unspoken longing have started to rise again, pulling everyone back into the cycle that never seems to end. For a brief moment, it seemed Ridge and Taylor had found solid ground. They had reunited. They had carved out something that resembled peace. Taylor had allowed herself to believe that this time, it would last. After all the heartbreak, all the back and forth, all the empty promises, this time was supposed to be different. But Taylor's about to be blindsided. Again. The backdrop of this tragedy is Forrester Creations, now under new leadership, where Taylor and Ridge had briefly settled into what looked like a happily ever after. Ridge had walked away from Brooke, tired of the endless emotional games, and gravitated back to the woman who had always loved him despite everything. He slipped effortlessly back into Taylor's arms. They shared more than just history. They shared children, memories, a vision of what could have been. For a time, that was enough. They rekindled what they had and tried to believe it was real. But Ridge Forrester has never been a man who can leave his past behind. And as Brooke Logan re-entered his orbit, the same old feelings began to resurface. The spoilers are clear. Ridge Forrester has not let go of Brooke. Not entirely. Not honestly. And now Taylor is about to find out in the most painful way possible. After everything they've rebuilt, Ridge is still looking over his shoulder. Still looking at Brooke. Taylor begins to notice the cracks in their foundation. Ridge is distant. He hesitates. He stumbles over declarations of love. And the final straw might be his reaction to Brooke's growing closeness with Nick Marone. Ridge can't hide his jealousy. He can't stay indifferent. And Taylor knows, when Ridge starts caring about who's spending time with Brooke, it means he still wants her. That realization cuts deep. It's not just insecurity, it's history repeating itself again. Taylor has always come in second to Brooke. She's the fallback, the consolation prize. And as Ridge falters once more, Taylor feels the same old ache swelling in her chest, not metaphorically, but literally. The emotional toll is more than she can bear. Taylor's been battling a fragile heart, both physically and emotionally. Fans will remember her past struggles with broken heart syndrome, an actual condition she was diagnosed with during a previous emotional trauma involving Ridge. That condition could flare up again. The stress of Ridge's latest betrayal could push her into dangerous territory. She knows the signs. She feels the pain. And she realizes, perhaps too late, that her heart isn't just broken, it's under threat. Despite everything, Taylor still tries one last time to get through to Ridge. She pleads for honesty. She asks for clarity. She begs him to choose. But Ridge doesn't give her what she needs. He stammers. He looks away. And in that silence, Taylor hears the answer. Ridge still loves Brooke. Maybe he never stopped. Maybe he never will. For Taylor, that's the final blow. She's done. There's nothing left to hold on to. Not the relationship. Not the hope. Not even the city. Los Angeles, for Taylor, is nothing but heartbreak. It's a place filled with ghosts of a life she tried to rebuild too many times. And now, those ghosts are dragging her down. She decides to leave. Not just Ridge. Not just the house. The city. The country. The rumors suggest Taylor may be returning to Europe. A familiar escape. A place where she once found peace before being dragged back into the Forrester orbit. Europe represents distance. Healing. An ocean between her and the man who shattered her again. Whether this is a temporary exit or a permanent farewell, no one knows for sure. The producers haven't confirmed anything, but the narrative is certainly pointing in that direction. With Taylor's health on the line, her emotional state collapsing, and Ridge once again circling Brooke. What reason does she have to stay? Steffi Forrester, her daughter, is concerned. She's watching her mother unravel and can't stop it. She tries to intervene, to remind her that she's loved, that she matters. But Taylor has heard it all before. Words don't soothe the pain. They don't undo the betrayal. And as Brooke and Ridge gravitate back toward each other, whispers of reconciliation growing louder, Taylor realizes that staying in Los Angeles is only going to destroy her further. Even Thomas Forrester, usually preoccupied with his own drama, notices the shift in his mother. He sees the cracks, the emotional weight. He urges Ridge to be honest, to stop stringing Taylor along. But Ridge, as always, is a man caught between what's right and what he wants. And that indecision becomes his weapon. Taylor packs her bags quietly. No dramatic goodbye. No final confrontation. Just silence. She leaves behind the man she's loved for decades. She leaves behind the family she's always fought to hold together. And she walks away. Because this time, she knows if she stays, it might kill her. There's speculation now about what this departure means. Is Krista Allen, who plays Taylor Hayes, stepping away from the role? Is this a writing-driven exit or something more long-term? The producers are staying tight-lipped. But the signs are all there. The storyline is aligned for a dramatic, emotional exit. One that makes sense. One that stings. And perhaps that's the cruelest part of all. Taylor deserves better. She's always been the collateral damage in Ridge and Brooke's eternal tug-of-war. No matter how much she gives, it's never enough. And when it comes down to choosing, Ridge never chooses her. Not really. Not fully. Not when it counts. As the story continues to unfold, fans will have to brace themselves for the aftermath. Ridge will have to deal with the consequences of losing Taylor again. Brooke, though back in his arms, may find herself wondering if this version of their love is worth the wreckage it caused. Steffi may have to pick up the pieces for her mother and try to protect her own heart in the process. But for now, the focus is on Taylor Hayes, broken, betrayed, and walking away from the city that's given her nothing but pain. If this truly is her farewell, it will be one written in heartbreak, but also in quiet strength. She may be leaving devastated, but she's not leaving defeated. Stay tuned. Because in the bold and the beautiful, no goodbye is ever truly final. But this one might come dangerously close.